Good morning, and we are live, I think. Oh, that's not working. Bear with me. Right, let's see if that's working now. Okay. We've been going for 34 minutes, so for 34 minutes, 34 seconds. Apologies. Good morning. I'm trying to link up through this software into the Instagram software to see if that's working, whether we can stream it all through. Oh, it's not being able to do that at the moment. Okay, it might happen. If not, I'll have to see what I can do about that. Okay, so what we're going to do today is with our balance and strength, 5 moves in 5 minutes. It's Caroline, by the way, from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing. I'm going to show you 5 moves that we'll be doing later on in our morning class today. Part of our midlife, again, is working on our balance the whole time. Not the whole time, but being aware of it as we get older so our balance can help us remove, hopefully reduce the risks of falls or issues. So it's important that we do focus on this. I'm going to show you 5 moves. If you're going to join in, that's fantastic, but please make sure you're feeling fit and well and you only do what's suitable for you, your health, your well-being, your body. And as balance is involved, maybe you want something to hold on to, a chair. Have something to hand so you feel comfortable. And there's always a clear, safe space. The only thing I'm going to use today is just a little Pilates ball for a couple of moves, but you could use a pillow, a cushion, or you don't need to use anything. Let's get going. I'm going to show you 2 moves that we do every week to see our progression. First move, we're going to start with our feet hip width apart. We then take a step back. We then imagine we're about to sprint off, but then bring ourselves back again. So we go into our sprint, we come back. So forward and back. Oops. As you can see, I have to control that movement so I don't go tipping too far forward. So it might help to be looking straight ahead, so you've got that focal point. We're coming up onto the toes, back down to the heels. My front knee is bent, the back leg is long. Arms again getting involved as well, because why not? There's that pause, come back, maybe noticing your core engaging as we come back into that position. And then the body just losing the balance. So again, forward and back. Forward and back. Did I start the timer? I didn't start the timer, did I? So we'll call that quits on that one. Then we're going to go into our heel to toe, heel to toe. So I often again say we do things feet hip width apart, so we've got that line of balance, we feel stable. But what happens if we need to walk slightly differently? This is where our heel to toe comes in. So I'm literally walking heel to toe. I'm aiming not to look at the floor. I'm sensing my feet against the floor. I am barefooted, but again, if you're doing this with your shoes on, your trainers, that's fine too. But we're getting that connection. We're narrowing our walking stance. There we go. Forward and back. And again, this one, we could be looking straight ahead. Maybe we're looking left to right. Maybe with our eyes closed. See the difference that made? So again, changing what the head's doing, the eyes, that sense of proprioception where you are, and pause. Right, the additional moves we do, which adds a little bit of strength to it. First move, I'm going to do, actually I don't need the ball just yet, I'm just going to do my clock face. So my left foot is grounded on the floor, my right leg is going to be working around the clock. So from 12, 3, 6, 3, 12. So this leg is having to move. I'm lifting it up as I move around. This leg is stabilizing. So we're getting movement in that hip joint. So from front, side, and back. Now I could be more upright and I could just keep my foot close to the floor. Again, work to what suits you. Again, arms out for a bit of balance, but maybe we can make it more challenging by keeping the arms in. There we go. And pause. We would do the other side. Next move, I'm going to use my ball. So cushion the ball, and if you haven't got this, that's absolutely fine. But I'm going to keep the ball between my knees, gently go into a squat, and then come up into a tiptoe. So having the ball adds some additional resistance. So my inner thighs are having to work, again, to support that ball. I'm coming back down to that hinge. So again, my knees and feet are in line, coming up onto tiptoe. Breathing in, exhaling, coming out. Again, it's getting that sense of connection throughout the whole body. So the feet on the floor, the legs coming up, reaching, maybe the core. Breathing in, exhale. Lovely. And then the last move, I'm going to use a lunge and a high knee. I'm going to step back into my lunge. As I do, going to wobble. I'm going to take the ball and I'll lower down, pass it under my thigh, come back up again. Bring my opposite knee up, pass it around again. Come back down, step back, lower down, pass under. Now, I said, if you haven't got a pillow and a ball, you don't need to do that. You can just pretend. So again, you can have your hands, imagining you are passing something over and under or under and over. And don't forget, your lunge doesn't have to be knee to floor. It could be we just bend. It could be we just lift up a little bit. So we can play around with that. Maybe if it feels okay, build up the pace a little bit. Almost if you're doing like a figure of 8 actually with that ball movement, and rest. So there we go, 5 moves in 5 minutes, challenging the balance but adding a little strength, a little bit of variety. So the body has to adapt and get used to having to adapt. Rather than us always sort of being forward and back or up and down, it needs to know it can step out to the side, hop over something, change its gaits, change the stance. So there we go. Let me know how you get on. Have a super day and super weekend, and I will see you next week for some more 5 moves in 5 minutes. So take care and speak to you soon. Bye.